Yeah, just show me that. Alright. What's up? So, so I've actually been planning this for like weeks now. But I didn't do any like, oh, here's what's going down. Like I should have made like a post or something. But when I thought to do it yesterday, my time scales for doing this have been shifting ever since like I had the idea to do it. So I've been kind of like flexing back and forth on when this was going to happen. So this is probably just happening out of the blue. So I might as well say just up front going in, I have no idea if YouTube streaming is working or not. YouTube streaming does not like to work with me all that well. Last time I did this, it didn't go well. Last time I did anything was the Reunited video. I'm a Twitch guy, but hey, it's important to do this. So if you're wondering what this is, if you saw the review for Curse of the Blood Moon, you know it kind of may or may not have killed the show for me. It's complicated to say the least. But in the review, I kind of said, "Oh, I was struggling to watch the show or talk about the show or do anything about the show." And that's true, and that was back that was like the 3rd day of April, 2nd or 3rd day. And I really haven't watched any of it since. So every episode that has come out since Curse of the Blood Moon, I haven't seen. And so today, I originally wanted to do this last week, but then complications, and then I wanted to do it Monday, and then complications, and now I'm doing it right here, right now. We're not doing it all right here, right now. Over the next day, I'm going to do two things. Over the next like 24 hours. Right now, we're doing it. So we're starting off with Princess Quasar, Caterpillar, and the Magic Bell / Ghost of Butterfly. And my goal is to get through 6 episodes up until Coronation. And then next time, which will be later tonight, probably 12 hours from now, 8 to 9, sometime between 8 and 9 Pacific time, 11 to 12 Eastern time, we're going to do the other 7 episodes, and I'll finally see the finale because I have not seen the finale yet. Do I know a thing or two about what's going to happen? Yeah, the internet's a mistress, as I called her. When did I? Oh, that was in the end of that little tidbit I added after Curse of the Blood Moon. That was when I said that. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Now it's important to say with this, much like when I did the Change Your Mind commentary thing, I cannot show the episode. I know there are some YouTubers who can get away with that. I'm not one of them. So you have to find your own copy of the episode, use official means, but if you aren't, there's nothing I can do to stop you, but support the creators, all that jazz. But yeah, I cannot show the episode, so this will just be me watching it. And hey, if you want to sync it up or whatever, this is mostly just to like, by saying, hey, I'm live, I'm doing this right now, this is my excuse to actually get me to watch this. I can't tell if the desk is shaking or not. It definitely is. Yeah, this is just my excuse, because otherwise I won't do this. It's kind of like why I do the Year of Metroid or the Year of Zelda, because if I don't do it, I probably will never play those games over on Twitch, which I stream on Twitch every Friday, except for tonight, because I'm doing this instead. Yeah, we're just going to get through 6 episodes, maybe 7. I want to do 7, but Coronation is my goal. Other than that, yeah, we'll see what happens. I am in the chat right here, right now. I'm looking at it. And I'll probably sometime after this, because these are the episodes nobody cares about. Well, care a lot less about. Like, people want to see the finale. So I'll post something like that when we get to that, and of course I'll help set it up. But I think that's about 5 minutes of explaining what's going on. I've also got this here, my Yoshino. If you saw the April Fool's Day video, which I still think that's kind of funny. I don't know. I like the idea and concept. I have no idea how to top it. Tallest. Come here, my Tallest. Who's my Tallest? Who's my puppy I can exploit for views? Oh, she's such a goodest girl. She's my Tala. Who's my goodest girly face? Oh, you're so good. No, I'm not going to let you eat my Yoshino. Who's my goodest girly face? Who's my goodest girly face? Oh, you're so good. Oh, what are you? I'm not going to give this to you, Tallest. That's Yoshino. Oh, sorry. She's so good. She's the goodest girly face. Oh, she's my goodest girl. She's my goodest girl. Goodbye, Tallest. I love you. I love you. What? Do you want the boops? Oh, she's so good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I could just keep patting her eternally. She loves the pats. Into pets. Oh, you're so pretty. Loves you. Oh, give me 1 minute. I'm gonna go get her a treat. Oh, you heard me say treat, didn't you? Yes, yes. All right. There you go. Oh yeah, also my throat's doing a thing. I don't know. Do you want more pets? Oh, I'll give you the pets. You're so good. You're so good. You're so good. You're so good. Loves you. Love. Oh. He's gonna go be a sleepy baby. Alright, so how this is just gonna work, I'm gonna play I have a copy of the episode on my end, because of course I do. I'm just gonna hit play. I'll say I hit play. It starts off at the intro. It's both copies have got commercials cut out, so don't even worry about those. And then go to the end, and yeah, should be good. At least I think that's what. If commercials show up, that would not surprise me at all, because just like the Steven Universe thing, depending on the source you use, it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so like I said, we're starting off right here, right now. Princess, Quasar, Caterpillar, and the Magical Bell / Ghost of Butterfly. And I'll start you off in... I'll hit play, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I don't know how this is going to work, commentary-wise, if I'm just going to, I'm assuming this is... Because I've only done this once before for Steven Universe's finale. I don't know how, commentary this is going to be, or whatnot, or if this is just going to be me watching the episode and being like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I can give an extreme reaction if I want to. And like I always say, I want the finale to make me cry. If it doesn't make me cry, it's failed. It's a little thing, but it's something I want. What? What? Okay, I'm already... Oh, God. So, this is all of them. I recognize Bird, Spy... What the fuck? Are they is this alternate dimension? Why is Ludo the only one who hasn't... What? I'm so confused. So I am right. This is an alternate dimension, Ludo, or something like that. Is it? It would make... Okay, so it is just our Ludo, but different... He was in a different version with a bell and... somehow he keeps ending up back here. God, I still hate Ludo. They should have just killed him off. Or... God. The old castle? God, I hate Ludo. I hate Ludo so much. So the whole Quasar thing is is like the Ricklantis mix-up. It's just the opening joke that is in no way going to affect the rest of the episode. I don't know what else I expected, but I mean, I guess I'm fine. I hate Ludo, man. Is Dennis an enabler? Is that what's going on here? Like, this is all like Ludo's trying to break free of his past. It's his drug addiction, and Dennis is like enabling him to do it again. That seems what it's like. It's all the old monsters. Yep. Yeah, he's trying to turn Ludo back into Ludo. Yep, he's trying to turn Ludo back into Ludo. Oh my god. Hey, what's up? Yeah. God, I hate Ludo. God, I still hate Ludo. You. What what did he expect? Late. What can we do now, Star? Miss the cartoon very much. Yeah. Kill the rat. Yeah, it sucks, but Again, haven't seen the ending yet. That's why I'm doing this. Hopefully it'll have a good end. Hopefully. It's better to end like sort of to end like Breaking Bad than it is to end like Game of Thrones. So we're literally just falling back into cycle here. Ludo is just becoming Ludo again. We're going back in a circle. We're back where we started. How utterly disappointing. God, I hate this character. I'm biased against... I probably need to get over my bias against Ludo. Yeah. Okay, that's not a bad place to end. Please. Oh my gosh. So they've got the castle back, and it's kind of like where they ended off, but it's also different because now he's got his family. I like that, Ludo versus the forces of evil. And now back to Moon's adventures and making a new kingdom. Starting her serfdom or whatever as non-queen, but still definitely having her own village. Interesting idea, in my opinion. I'm curious to see where they take that. Especially because the castle's still there. They could just go and take that over if they wanted to. Because she's basically starting her own kingdom here. Yeah, she basically has to become queen to solve this problem. It's like they're instituting their own racism. Not like, you know what I mean, like it's not that they're not trying to solve it. They just assume it's not going to work. They're perpetuating this cycle. Yeah, she basically has to start her own kingdom. Yurt people. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Huh? That's... You might as well take the castle. It has all the infrastructure and whatnot. I know you got yurt people, but still. Well. Thin line. Ooh, that music. That music, though. Ooh. Hey, Skywing. I think that's like the only one I know. You know, they're plundering and scavenging and whatnot. You think people would have taken those jewels? The grandma room. Oh. That's ominous. Oh, is it that poisoning from a few episodes ago? That I barely remember. Is that it? Oh God. Oh no. Oh God. No. So she poisoned Eclipsa. Is that a boy band? Is that freaking boy band? Yep, she poisoned Eclipsa. Just just tell her about the rabbits and put a bullet in her back. Oh yeah, that's what made her crazy. She's... in a weird way, it's tragically sad, but I still hate her. Is she our endgame boss? It wouldn't surprise me at this point. I hate her so much. Like, I get what she stands for. She's the old ways, and they're oh, God. But they're, like, represented by the new times, and she's gone out of date and all that. I totally get what Mina stands for. But like, she's gone crazy as well. Dark ending. Yeah, I hate Mina, but I get what she's doing, and if they're making her the endgame villain, that's weird, but I guess I can see it working, maybe? See, the problem is that they made Mina crazy, but then they're also trying to use her for, like, this representation of, like, the old ways, like, what it used to be, right? The whole... It's kind of a Trump's America idea, I guess. The whole make Muni great again, if they want to pull that angle. That's just one way I'm looking at it. Reliving, right, Solaria and the past glory of Muni. And Solaria is Eclipse's mother, which is interesting. And the whole program, right, it represents this greater time for her and all that. But they made her crazy, so I don't think it works in that way, right? Like, they've kind of, by making Mina insane because of what happened to her and this whole program thing, and her having to pay this price, it complicates how they're doing it, right? It adds this layer that I don't entirely like. Overall, I'll admit the, Meteor Stars going... Well, it can only go... it's at the end, so it can only go downhill so much. Yeah, the Dennis Ludo episode is kind of whatever. I hate those. It became a fan fiction of itself. I don't know about that. Again, some of the with some of the shipping stuff, like Curse of the Blood Moon 2 episodes ago, I do kind of agree, and I know what's going to happen eventually. But with some of the stuff that's happening, like, right now, I do think it is, like the whole, like, Moon being off on her own and the Yurt village with the Yurt people and all that. I do actually think that's a natural progression of Moon's character arc. Everything that's happening with Eclipsa, Star, and Marco are all natural, and again, excluding the shipping, it's all natural progressions of their character arc. I think all of that stuff does work as these characters have evolved. However, knowing what I know about the episode before Cleaved, part of me worries it has How I Met Your Mother syndrome, which, as someone who loved How I Met Your Mother and watched it to the end, God. I don't know. We'll see. I've still got however many episodes to go. But yeah, overall, those episodes, I mean, I'll admit the Ghost in the Castle was better than the other one. How are you asking about how I Met Your Mother ended? Because I'll tell you that. I know how that happened. Don't know how this show ends yet. I'll figure out. Okay, How I Met Your Mother, how it ended. So, the entire show, spoilers, I guess, the entire show is building up Ted eventually meeting the mother. It's all right, there's all these hints, it's the girl with the yellow umbrella, they looked at each other once across the crowded bar, eventually they're going to meet. The final season takes place before Barney and Robin, two of his friends, one is the girl he dated, one is best friend, at their wedding. The final, the entire season is like the week leading up to the wedding. And it's all the events that happen. It's still, I think it's really good. I personally enjoyed the show all the way until the end. And then it's finally like, during that final season, everyone meets the mother. The person who plays the mother is, if it's the girlfriend in Deadpool. She does a great job. I can't remember the actress's name. It makes perfect sense. Like, everything's led up, it's all building up, and it's like, yeah, this all works great. And then in the final episode, because it's revealed, okay, so he meets the mother, they hook up, they have the kids, because the entire show is like a flashback of him with his kids, right? Telling his kids how he met his mother. And the flashback scenes, like, they knew how the show was going to end, like 2-3 seasons in. This came at a detriment to the show. Because during that time, the show evolved. It grew. Like, Robin and Barney getting together was never, like, that wasn't even on the cards in the first few seasons. So it happening here is really interesting. It's a natural progression of the show. The problem is, that's not how they plan to end it. So how the show ends, you find out that the mother passes away, and Ted is telling this to his kids about their dead mother, and the kid's reaction is, this is entirely about how Ted loves Robin, because somehow during that, Barney and Robin also, they get a divorce. Barney has a kid. Marshall and Lily also factor into that. They move to Italy, have kids. It was all because they wrote themselves into the finale that the wife died and Ted was going to marry Robin. They did that in like the second season. And because of that, the show was haunted by that. There was nothing they could do because they filmed those scenes years in advance, like 5 or 6 years, probably even more than that. And that was their destiny. They had to kill the mother and hook up Ted with Robin. That shouldn't have happened. The show had evolved. It had moved beyond that. Ted didn't need to hook up with Robin anymore. And Barney and Robin getting married, again, they spend the entire season doing it just to, in the final episode, have them divorce like 5 years later. That's my worry with this show, is that there are certain things, Starco, they've moved beyond. Originally, that's how it was. Curse of the Blood Moon shows that. But then over the past 2-3 seasons, I will say this. But Starco is my example. During the past like 2 seasons, they've moved on from Starco. Marco's dated multiple people. Star's dated Tom. The thing is, though, and then Curse of the Blood Moon is like, we have to address Starco. Are we going to move beyond Starco, right? That's the question. I know how it ends, obviously. But I'm not going to say it. for reasons. Well, at least I have a good idea of how it's going to end based on the internet. Because it's tricky mistress. Well, but the thing about How I Met Your Mother is that was the ending they went with, but they shot another ending. Like, they shot an ending where everything does end happily ever after and put it out with, like, the DVD release, and it was 100 times more satisfying. Like, it doesn't have, like, the same, like, kid payoff because they couldn't use that anymore, but it has the payoff of him actually falling in love with the right girl and all that. The ending, the alternate ending was much better. But yeah, they did do that, but at the time, it pissed everyone who was watching the show off, including me, because that's how they decided to end it. Yeah. And this is why you can't quote me on this, but I feel like TV shows will never have a satisfying end. Like, I remember leading up to Endgame versus Game of Thrones. One was going to be disappointing. I had my money on Game of Thrones being disappointing, and guess what? Everyone was disappointed by Game of Thrones ending. Now, that was a completely different can of worms that had its own problems, and whether or not they stuck to the book, and how they progressed character development and all that. That's something I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I'm not comfortable with going into, but that's its own different bag of worms. Whereas I thought Endgame actually did have, like, a satisfying ending that I personally enjoyed the shit out of. I mean, I've seen that movie, I don't know, several times. Ugh. I got something in my eye. And I have no idea how this show's gonna end. Like, my worry right now is if you're setting up an endgame villain, whether that be Glubgore or... That's why I'm kind of guessing Mina might be our endgame villain. Because right now, at the, like, state of the show we're at, Mina has had, like, the most development out of any potential villain. That's why I'm seriously considering it at the moment. I'll find out. I'll find out sometime within the next 12 hours or so, but... It's interesting. It's interesting. So, next episode we're getting to is Cornball / Meteor's Lesson. And we'll start that. Glubgore is a good guy. I'll figure it out. I've been saying that. That's my hope, but I'll figure it out. Again, I'm watching all of these episodes blind. I know nothing. Right now, like I said, right now we're on episode 10. Cornball and other thing I said. Meteor's Lesson. And I'm going to start that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But yeah, How I Met Your Mother was a crazy show that I barely remember the first, like, few seasons, but I have fond memories of the later ones. Like, seasons, like, the last, like, I want to say it had 8 seasons, so the last, like, 3 or 4, I have good memories of. Some things still disappointed me, but, yeah. Ooh, I love Buff Frog. Buff Frog's great. Oh, it's a sport. I can't lose myself in the show no more at this point. I don't care about... Just make it fun to watch. I'm of two minds about that. Honestly, the internet does make it hard. And I do, like some of my favorite episodes of Star, for example, are, like, the fun ones. Game of Flags, one of my favorite episodes because it's just so fun and funny to watch. But I can lose myself in a show every once in a while. If it's done right. BoJack. BoJack gets me. That's a great fucking show. What a lie. Tallest, what are you barking at? So, do you know, I'm watching the episode right now. Like I said, I haven't seen any of these, so I'm doing like a, oh my god, the babies got big. Oh my god, the babies got big. Oh my god, they're still attached at the head. Oh. Tallest. That's my dog, Tallest. She's borking. Tala, come here, Tala. She's being heckin' borkin'. I don't know why. She usually only borks at dogs. Oh, Marco and Kelly. I should probably go figure out what they're borking at. Why is it that every fantasy show has to make a complicated, Well, normally, she doesn't bark at all unless it's another dog. That's what sets her off. Normally, she doesn't care. What was I saying about the episode? Oh yeah, why does every show have to have, like, a stupidly complicated sports game? Like, I know you could, like, I'm thinking of OKKO and, like, Mega Football made fun of it. But, like, sports should be... I mean, I know there's pre- and post-industrial sports, baseball versus football. But every fantasy sport is so complicated. That's why I like Game of Flags. Just simply get the flag to the top of the mountain. Super simple sports rule, but it takes advantage of, like, the magical fantasy elements of it. What's the one? Is it... Because sports are important for, like, a show because, like, they make a world feel lived in and alive, like, because people like sports. Like, it's an important element to, like, world building. Especially in, like, that's why people love Harry. That's, like, one of the many things that makes Harry Potter so popular is that, like, one of the good writing elements of it is that there is a sport that makes the world more believable. I mean, they're literally wearing each other's color. They're wearing colors, so... Make it like soccer level easy. See, that's why soccer is the most popular sport in the world. Because it's so easy to figure out. Because, yeah, soccer is just... It's so simple. That's why it's so popular. They're all... Make it simple, but with a lot of depth. Yep. So they're all focusing on the big sport. So this is... Again, it's what SAR's good at. They're all focusing on, like, the big sports event and, like, the professionals playing. But meanwhile, the real growth and the actual, like, progression of people and, like, moving past the racism and all that is happening with the children. STAR does this all the time. Yep, clever. It doesn't go away in one night, but Mm. She's levitatoing them. Why don't you stream the whole like, why don't I show the episode? Because I will get copyright stricken. You know, if whenever I can see people just put the entire episode up, fine. Second, I try to show even a second, I'll get copyright stricken down, especially because of Disney. It sucks. I would totally be down to do it otherwise. Like, if I could do it, like, and just put it like a little bubble in the corner, like right up on this side, I would totally do it. But I'll get copyright stricken down. I have to do this all. It sucks, man. The bots are and the bots got really bad like a few weeks ago. They like stepped up their game. It was terrible. Beanbag Blitz? They're just trying to throw all sports into one, aren't they? Yeah, I know. They're mixing everything from soccer to football to baseball to... Still not as bad as the snitch in Quidditch, which is, what, 150 points for some stupid reason? That's like a ridiculously large number. Oh. Oh. I love Buffrog. He's so great. This better not be another Eclipse of trying to win over the people. Oh. Janna. The funny frog dude. He's great. He's so well written. It's Well, ever since when Toffee betrayed him. Since then. Jana's still great. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm gonna hate this, aren't I? Is this doing season 4? Season 4, episode 10. I'm just watching whatever. Again, I'm trying to, because I haven't seen the ending of the show. I stopped watching after Curse of the Blood Moon, and I've just been. I'm trying to finally finish it today, and I thought I might as well stream it because I have nothing better to do. You know how it goes. Well, I do. Like, I've got 2 hours right now, and then 2 hours tonight, and like 11 hours. So they're time traveling now? Ronaldo. Is Ronaldo one of his kids? Why are there so many characters in the realm of time? Father Time, Omnitrax, this guy. I don't mind him. I don't mind Ronaldo. He's not bad. Yep. What? Founding of Muni. So those are people who escaped the realm of magic based on... Yep, they just escaped like the realm of magic. That's where all the goo is. And they're going to found the kingdom. You can have fun with Star. The first... Okay, I looked away for the chat for a second, and now there's a unicorn in the... The wand is the... So the rule of time travel they're working on. Oh, hey. So the rule of time travel they're working on is that everything that's happened has already happened and they can't actually change the past. So Glossaric is this inevitability, and him and Meteor were always destined to go back in time and create the wand. That's weird, man. Time travel is always a dangerous thing to introduce into a show. Hey, it's him. Oh my god, Toffee's Michael Jackson outfit. Are we going to see how... This is weird. I don't know how to feel about this. This is weird. Okay, I didn't watch it based on... So this sounded great. I didn't watch it based on what you, Sam. What? Dig deep. Is this where Toffee learns to hate magic? I'm so... Time travel is stupid, man. Never introduce time... Oh my god, time travel is so dangerous. But what does Glossaric have to gain from getting her to dig down? I'm so confused. Okay, let me think. Okay, so they travel back in time, and they start the founding of Muni. And so in the present, But then they also go back and they interact with Toffee. Meteor is able to dig down. And Toffee hates magic. Based on that scene and the reason Rosticor is hesitant, Rosticor. It makes me feel like the immortal monsters weren't always immortal. Like, that's something they gained in Toffee's Michael Jackson outfit, and that's the reason they hate magic. I don't know what to do with this episode. That's weird, and all centering around Glossric and Meteora. Like, why did they... I mean, I get it. Glossric wants Meteora to learn to dig deep down. But I don't get why they'd actually... Like, what was the point of that other than it was inevitable? The first wand was the rattle, and they made the... I gotta go back and find that horse thing real quick. It turned away for like 1 second. Okay. It's right there. He digs into the water, which is covered in magic, and pulls out a unicorn to power the rattle. Huh. What was the first step? Oh, the cornball. Cornball was fine. I like Buffrog. It was fine. Whatever. I don't. That second one. Ooh, that's. I think it's good. That's fascinating. The night shift and Queen napped. Okay, let's get moving on to the next one. It's getting hot in here. I need to turn on this fan. Give me a second. Okay, that should be better. I am exhausted, man. Not having slept in... I started, at 8:30? Was it 8 or 9:30? What time is it? It's been about an hour, so yeah, 8:30. I went to bed at 5. I am tired. Went and saw Godzilla last night. I feel like that's going to be divisive for people. Some people are going to like it. Some people are going to hate it. Personally, I went in for monster action a la, like, Pacific Rim. And I got that. Yeah. I got that pretty well. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, next episode, Night Shift and Queen napped. I'm just starting off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I am tired. And I have to stay up another 12 hours to do this again later tonight. I want to do it all in one go right now, but my time is limited. So I have to do, like, half of it now and half of it later. Presumably 6 and 6, and where this is 3. God, this show takes forever to watch a single episode of. Well, it's technically 2 episodes for every singular 1 episode. Ooh, look at her outfit. Oh, oh, hey, it's that girl again. And probably the other two were also in the Squire video, but I don't give a shit about it, either of them. I always liked the girl as a rival for Marco, but they never used her. It's cool that Marco's getting knighted, though. Again, logical progression for what was developing in the show. He's still a guidance counselor, but it's same job, different place, I guess. We're doing a guidance counselor episode? Is it weird that this also makes sense? The idea of Marco quitting, I think, actually works. Oh yeah, they got pregnant. But no, Marco actually, after being a knight, quitting actually kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, he's still dead. Good riddance. Pregnancy is cringe and cartoon. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Well, I mean, think about Elsa Gate and what was it? The pregnant Elsa Spider-Man, or those stupid Flash games I always saw Rev stream. I actually like Star's react. That I doubt that's gonna stick, but Star giving Marco space, it actually shows character growth. Like that's like an actual like character. Like go back to the first season. No, she'd already have panicked like at like 5 minutes in. Jeez, you made me remember that. I forgot that Elsa. Yeah. I mean, I think it's disappeared nowadays, but for all I know, Elsa Gate could still be around and going on and all that. God, remember when the show actually like did something interesting with the Never Zone, and then they just threw it all away, and now it's just a joke? God, that still disappoints me. It was such a cool idea that they just wasted. Oh. Oh. That's adorable. Now kiss. I actually like that episode. Yeah, Neverzone was adult Marco. Yeah, no, I think I like that. That was a pretty good episode. I mean, I'm kind of weird about Marco, but Neverzone was best. You know, I agree. It was my second favorite of the season. What killed it for me is that they never did anything with it. They just threw it away and never mentioned it in any previous episode. If they had done something with it, easily. But they never did, so I can't. I still like Slumber Party more. Oh. Is it just me or is Ponyhead getting worse? What was the Ponyhead show episode? I feel like they were doing some interesting things for a while, and there was that Schooled is like one also a great episode, and then there was Bamu Pati, which was whatever, but it was trying to do something interesting. But ever since then, Ponyhead's just like been annoying again. I wonder what Jana's ending's gonna be. Like, what's her happy ending? I wonder. I'm curious. It'll happen. I'll figure it out. You know, they actually had the chance to make this like a detective episode, and they just. That's the Ransom Graham kid. But they actually like have the chance to do like a detective story, and they're just not doing it. Oh. Oh. It's an aquarium, obviously. I like the designs of these octopus people. That's. I mean, maybe I'm biased because Platoon, but nice designs. I feel like this episode had a lot of potential, but it's not doing anything with it. Right? Like, there's an interesting idea, but they're just, like... Green screen. Oh. So it was all artificially Yep, it was all created by Ponyhead. Like... Like, if they had actually, like, built up a mystery, and by this point it was like, oh, it had to be Ponyhead, I would have been like, I felt like this could have worked. But they did nothing with the mystery. The head show. I hate the Ponyhead show. What a... I mean, at least it's not like Ponyhead show or whatever again. Like, at least it's doing something different? What a weird episode. I don't know. That was weird. The night one I think actually like did work. Like that one, I like the idea of him not like, oh, maybe his future's in his own hands or whatever, or right, like he doesn't have to be stuck in one career, right, one place. I hate that they make the Neverzone a joke. God, that disappoints me. But I think I think that second episode I think I wish they had actually like made like a proper mystery instead of like a stupid scavenger hunt, like something that had like interest and depth I would have been far more interested in, but a stupid scavenger hunt is that's basically what it was. I mean, like, I didn't hate it, but I don't love it either. Next up, episode 12, Junkie Jana and a Spell with No Name. Alright. It's a lot of episodes to take in at once. I mean, yeah, I can binge watch when I want to, but it's a lot of episode. Alright, let's get this started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they're building up the Mina stuff, aren't they? Because I would have thought that was gonna be her. I still laugh. They made the new intro and then made it somewhat obsolete within like 8 episodes. Well, 4 to 8, depending on how you look at it. What the heck? Tom is like one step away from being a house husband. In theory, I like the idea of an episode with just these two. No Star, no Marco, just these two. I like the idea of this. Ooh, the High Commission. Oh, they're texting each other. Oh. The moose from Happy Tree Friends is doing some weird stuff. Also, he turned green. Those donuts sound terrible. Oh, is this gonna like be like, oh, we're just gonna do a fun episode with our side characters? But no, it's actually gonna be like a super serious plot progressing episode. I'm down for that. I am down for that. They nailed the annoying of the couple, whatever. Wait, how does he get the shake? So Mina's building like a super robot. Like, yeah. She's using like dark forbidden magic or whatnot to try to get what's his name? Glubgore out of the crystal. So, who is the bird, really? Like, it's not... Okay, turning into, like, a giant monster bird now, but, like... I was like, there's some sort of dark truth behind it. That seems to be that whatever made Mina into Mina, she also did to the bird. That's my guess, anyways. That seems to be most logical. Oh, fudge. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Yep. She's making a super... Oh, spider with a top hat! But no, she's making, like... That's one of those, like, super killer armors that they talk about in, like... Independence Day. We haven't seen Spider with a top hat since, what, the Christmas episode? Oh... Oh, they have a kid. Oh, that's adorable. What the... Oh, so star spells are in one room and eclipse spells are in a different room. Does that mean every person who has ever wielded the wand has, like, their own room for their own spells? Oh. Oh, that's a self-esteem nightmare beam. Yeah, that's clever. Because he's the husband, and when there's weird noises going on downstairs, he's the one who has to die. He has to get the baseball bat and go downstairs and die. Yeah. What? So they're looking for the spell with no name. I get that. And this is that forbidden magic that the commission was talking about in the previous part. Okay, that horse is kind of funny. Oh. That's actually gruesome. Whole. They're getting really serious. I kind of like it. That's actually very clever. That's actually a very clever way of doing things. I don't know. I don't know how you can tell it's in the jar, because that's not how echolocation works, but... Huh. I actually think that episode worked. Yeah, no, I actually liked both of those episodes. The Jana episode I think it worked well enough. It's setting up the bigger stakes. It's setting up some things up with Eclipse. It actually did some plot progression. SJW people and political stuff is going to dilute the show just like Sugar did. If that's what you're wrong. I'm just gonna say you're wrong. This show has always been political in some way. It's well, yes, it does make fun of like magical girls and whatnot. It is always taking that from a political stance, right? I mean, one of the major themes about the show is racism and how racism is dealt with. And like just a few episodes ago, we were looking at how racism is dealt with adults and children in sports games. That's been a major theme of the show. Nothing has changed. I stand by what what's his name said. Not Justin Roiland. Dan Harmon. You gotta have a diverse cast. Because yes, diversity is one thing, but it's for the purpose of telling stories that would never have been told. I mean, if you hire a bunch of generic white guys, you're going to get generic white guy stories. But if you hire people of different races and backgrounds and ethnicities and genders and all that, you'll get stories that they can tell, and I think that just makes stories more interesting. I've talked about this on Rick and Morty like 100 times. Okay. I don't think dilute just like Sugar did. I don't. And how to say, you're saying higher diversity. How do you know these people aren't the best people? I mean, they put out some pretty good stuff. So far I'm enjoying it. Look at what happened with Game of Thrones. Those are two white dudes as far as I know, and Sugar didn't. I don't think she did anything wrong with Steven Universe. I mean, what happened with that was they were rushed, and while I have no proof, I'm pretty sure that was the network that did it to them. They told them... I did an entire video on this once that never got released, goddammit. Where I'm pretty sure Steven's problem with its finale is that they went in after Reunited, right? They had made up to that point, and they were like, hey, let's do one more. We need a 6th season. We're going to do all the Homeworld stuff. We're going to do White Diamond. All in that final season. And Cartoon Network was like, nope, we'll give you 6 episodes. Or 8 episodes or whatnot. And that's what happened with Diamond Days arc. It was those last 8 episodes. That's what they were given. And then sometime after they had like scripted it and maybe even storyboarded it and probably started animating it, then they were given a sixth season. But that didn't happen until later. That's all background information. That's what affected Steven Universe. Not any of the writers. Because even like the writer that everyone shit on, when, at least from what I remember, was Lauren Zooks. And while, yeah, I disagreed with her shipping and whatnot, the episode, like, she actually, like, she was very good at writing people. Like, what's the one? First episode of season 5, Stuck Together, was one of her episodes, and she did a really good job writing Topaz. She's very good at writing human interaction. And a lot of people are seeing the forest for the trees. They focus on the other stuff she's done, which, don't get me wrong, she made the worst episode in the show. Well, that's technically not how shows work, because everyone usually contributes something to an episode. It's just one person gets the lead credit on it. But most times you have writers' rooms, and you have, this is what I know from like Dan Harmon and whatnot, and listening to him talk about the development of Rick and Morty and who writes whose episode, because he was facing the backlash after he hired a 50% female writing staff, which I totally support him on, and that's how we've gotten. I know a lot of people were disappointed by the ending of season 3, but I thought it was fine. Yeah, I think I'm all for diversity just because it's telling stories that, whether they are like never funded or it's ideas that you would have never thought of, or it's just more stories. I like the idea of more stories, like just that people can consume in general. So I'm all for it. But that's my little rant on that. Okay, so our next episode is what is this? A boy in his DC 700 XE. I'm assuming that's a calculator, and the monster and the queen. Is this gonna be Eclipse's backstory? I like that. I like the idea of that. I feel like Eclipse has been very uninvolved. Diversity just for the sake is not good without great. This going to greatly increase without no diversity for just the sake of it is not good. Again, I'll disagree just because it's bringing in different diversity for the sake of like if you're just like, oh, I'm just going to hire this, like the Teen Titans Go approach. I'm just going to hire the random Starbucks barista to write an episode because we need writers and nobody writes on, and there are no actual writers on Teen Titans Go. Except for the movie. The movie had actual writers because the movie was really good. But, just hiring random people, yeah, no, I agree. But hiring people who are actual writers and are qualified to do their job, if they fill a diversity requirement, if they do or don't, as if they know what they're doing, and if they do, hey, I'm all for it. Diversity just for, and even if it's just like a different perspective, I think that can actually lend a lot to a show. It can bring different, like I said, it can bring different ideas that you would never think of. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only who was it? It's the McElroy brothers. Justin, Griffin, and Travis. Not in that order. While talking about the Adventure Zone, I know they once said, "Oh, we're 3 white guys." So there's certain limitations on like what we can make, what stories we can tell, and all that. And like what I think they were specifically talking about, like playing characters of like a different gender, and like how do they deal with that, or how they dealt with Loop and everything like that, and writing her for the. This was like the final episode. I'm not going to spoil the Adventure Zone. Well, I kind of just gave something away, but somebody spoiled it for me going in. So go watch the Adventure Zone. The Adventure Zone is one of the greatest podcasts of all time. It's amazing, but yeah, no, I do think there is credit to it. Okay, I think, did I start the episode and then I restarted the episode? I don't even have it playing. So let's count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. What are your plans for growing your channel, bro? With Star ending, Steven's ended. I mean, I know there's a 6th season, but you know what I mean. Steven's more or less over. Star's over. Is that a SpongeBob character? That guy looks like a SpongeBob character. But the plans for the future, I have to figure that out. That's kind of what I'm working on. I technically set up a Patreon a few weeks ago because Patreon did this whole thing where they changed their tier system, so I have one of those now, even though there's nothing on it. But yeah, I'm figuring that out. I have a few. There's something I wanted to do way back in like 2017, maybe around this time, actually. 2017, that I had this idea for, and it's developed and changed over time, but I kind of want to get that up and running by the end of summer. I make no promises, mind you, but it's an idea I've had, but I'm not going to give any of that away. Other than that, I'll find new shows to cover. Everyone keeps telling me to keep watching Hilda on Netflix. Maybe we'll talk about that. I've also got Genlock. Rick and Morty comes back in November, and Genlock will be back eventually. So it's a Marco Hecapoo Kelly Dragon Cycle episode, and Tom got himself a Dragon Cycle. That's kind of funny. Oh my god, Kelly's Dragon Cycle is adorable. Oh my gosh. It's like a goat. Oh my god, that's the coolest thing. Yeah. I mean, I like the 4 characters we've got here. I don't know. I'm still kind of the whole I talked about this at some point last season, where like it's weird. The weird thing about Star and Marco and how I feel about them, whether I like them or not. Like I do, but how much do I like them? It's complicated. But all the supporting cast, this show has an amazing supporting cast. Like it's amazing how good of a supporting cast the show managed to write themselves. Jana, Tom, like even some of the ones they've put to the sidelines. Well, they completely wrote Jackie out, but like Eclipse. Eclipse is kind of main nowadays. I don't know. There's a lot of great supporting cast in the show. Oh. Damn right, boy. The supporting cast of the characters are great. Yeah. No. I love the magic talking dog. Magic talking dog. I'm clearly forgetting. One episode. Which episode? Which episode was a magic talking dog? I feel like I missed an episode because they're talking about being breakup, but I mean, Tom and Star are still together, right? The dog wants to steal the wand from. Okay, I do kind of remember that. And the dog was alive, and it was from like Dog World or something like that, and I don't remember why it wanted the wand. Didn't it have a... Yes, I do remember that. That was like season 2. This just isn't Tom's thing. Ooh. It's like a video game level. It's even got video game sound effects. He's actually making a great point. Marco does all the cool, interesting things, and Tom is just kind of... He's the cool guy, but he doesn't actually do anything. That's a really interesting bit of introspection. Yeah. Huh. Give me a second, I gotta check something. Not what I wanted. That's... Okay. Tom, use him, please. Okay, I didn't. Okay, I just wanted to check something real quick about this. So are they? So they're saying. So this is an episode I'm gonna have to rewatch at some point. But they're saying Tom or Marco and Kelly broke up. Is that what? I mean, I know they were breakup buddies, but they were kind of hinting that there were more than something than that to them. But because like I could totally see Tom like breaking up and this is like his like like breaking up with Star and this is like his rebound or whatnot, like him like, oh, he's doing the midlife crisis thing and getting a motorcycle. I don't think that's what happened, but the guy still looks like a SpongeBob character. Oh yeah, Star still has the piece of the book. What was this episode called? The Monster and the Queen. Yeah. Queen's Folly. So we're in like flashback town, right? That's actually really adorable. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, we're in flashback town. Oh, that's so. Oh. I oh. Oh. I don't have much to say. I've just got a smile on my face. They're so cute together, and it's so... Oh... This is the Rose and Greg episodes, which I love the Rose and Greg episodes. So this show's equivalent. Oh, I am eating this up, hook, line, and sinker. I love Glubgore. Like, his design is good, but I also love the outfit they put on him. It actually it meshes really well. He's got a temper. Oh, oh shit. This is all in Glubcore's mind, and she's projecting her mind into... Oh, shit. And he's kind of going crazy here. Oh, shit. I thought it was going to build up like this is a flashback, and she's going to reveal that she's pregnant with Meteora. No, that's... Oh, shit. I need to concentrate. I don't want to spoil myself. I'm working on a video. I try to... Good luck with that. League of Legends not my style, but... support you if you do it. Peace. Star's a little too forgiving in the moment, but I think that episode was great. The Marco Tom part, whatever. Whatever. The Queen and the Monster, fantastic. Holy shit. That was a great episode. I love I had a smile on my face for that whole romance thing. They're adorable. That worked so well. And then the whole finding out the book and that, hey, he knows the people aren't ready yet, so he's going to go deal with his own, right? They'll deal with it, but hey, he'll be free eventually. That worked. Glubgore's personality, works really well. Oh my gosh. The slow reveal of it, like, I thought it was a flashback, like, just the way they set it up. But then when it actually turned out to be, I was like, oh, that's clever. That worked. Oh my god, that was a great episode. Holy crap. One more. I know, I see, I wanted to do it all right now, but I can't finish it all right now. I said my goal was to get to Coronation. We're at Coronation, and then tonight, maybe some other... I don't know. I'd love to do it tonight, but it might be some other time. I don't know, man. I'm exhausted right now. Maybe I'll go take a nap and we'll see. We'll finish it up and I'll see the final episode. But that was so good. Great episode. Great episode. But now we're up to Coronation. Do I have anything to say? This is right past... I think this is... Is this our halfway point? 21, 14... 7 left. So this is past our halfway point. This is our... Well, because I'd argue Curse of the Blood Moon's our first... If you divide this final season into threes. Curse of the Blood Moon's the first third. What we just watched right now is the second third. And then the last third is what we'll do next time at some point. God, that worked real... God, that was such a good episode. Oh, I loved that. One more episode, Coronation. Started at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, God. I don't know what to expect from this, honestly. I didn't know what... From an episode titled Coronation, I didn't know what to expect. I like where we're going with this, though. You know... So I was thinking about Glossaric. And while I don't like him and I feel like his point in the show's kind of over with, honestly, I feel like the ending they gave him... Like, if they ended Glossaric where we saw him a few hours ago with Dennis and all that, I honestly think that would be a fine place to end it. Right? Like, that's like, him and his family... I actually think that would be a fine end. I actually think that would be a fine ending for... I know he's going to show up again. Hey, it's the Assassin's Guild, guys. A bow. Honestly, it does actually make sense. Within the universe of the show, it does totally make sense. If any twist is going to happen, it's going to be right here in this episode. Like, this is where the twist is coming. Meat. What? Oh. Oh. Tallest. Oh, God. I actually like the fact that Moon showed up. Oh, that's actually really sweet. Shit's about to hit the fan. It's inevitable. She's gonna make this big show and release him. Either that or Mina's gonna come in and stomp everything up. The vending machine thing, that's great little fun bit of continuity. She broke him free and ran away. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, that was not the twist I was expecting. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the baby. Oh no. And Mina did it. And you know Eclipsa didn't do it because the chicken still has the bow around it. Another great supporting cast. Full Duke and Rebariot. Yeah, Mina had to have done it. But how? River. Are they? They're not gonna kill River, are they? Spoilers for How to Train Your Dragon 2, but in that they kill the father at the end, and it works really well. Even though I hate character death, I really do. I mean, it can work, but I hate it for the most part. But God, if they kill River here, I just called him Richard, didn't I? River. If they do, it would. I mean, it would bring stakes. I'm not gonna lie. Also, wasn't the Bog Beast like not real or something? I was like magical girl transformation, kind of. Oh. Then why was Eclipsa telling them to run? Which. Oh my god. Have you seen they're making a movie? Is it called Yesterday or where it's about a guy who's like in an alternate reality where the Beatles never exist, so he like starts writing all the Beatles songs and That's kind of like none of these people have ever heard of this Loveful band, so it's basically like they're starting their own. Oh, come on. Oh. Ooh. Are they going to do what I think they're going to do? How many fingers does he have? Oh. You did. Oh. How do you crystallize the crystal guy? I... I... If it wasn't for the fact that Mina's storyline is still left open, honestly, the show could end right here. I honestly think this is a fine... This would be a fine ending. But I know there's still 7 more episodes. And nothing's perfect, but you gotta leave some loose ends open, but I honestly think this would be a fine ending. Starring Tom, there's gonna be a twist. But I think that's a fine ending. I mean, there it is, the bird. Yeah, no, I liked that. That actually worked really well. If they wanted to end the show right there, I would be more than satisfied. Holy shit. I'll admit, I don't know what people think of the final episode. Unlike Game of Thrones, where people are talking about that on Twitter like that, I know nothing about what people think of the final episode of this show. I know what people think of the episode before the finale, or one of them anyways. But I kind of like where that ended. Glubgore eclipses Queen. Glubgore is free and he can spend time with his family. I like what they're doing with Glubgore. I think Star's made up with her mom. Yes, there are a lot of loose ends. Mina, there's something with Moon and her yurt village. But if they wanted to end it right there, I mean, they didn't, clearly, because that's why they have Mina. But if they had, I would have been fine with that. I honestly think that would have been a fine finale. I wonder what Cleaved is gonna do. Yeah, no, that was a great episode. I enjoyed that. I think that really worked. I love everything they did with Globgore. I mean, I hated the build-up in the 3rd season. That pisses me off still. That twist at the end in the final episode, nope, not happy with that. But, now that we're actually seeing his character, that really works. I'll be damned, show. You did a good job. You did a mighty good job. I know there's still about a dozen more episodes left. Or, again, 7. But I have to call it there for right now. I told myself I was getting to Coronation. That was, what, almost 3 hours ago? And yeah, I'm curious to see where Cleves is going to take it. Mina, that's our final antagonist. I guess I'm happy with that. I guess. I don't. They still have a lot. Yes, they have 7 episodes, but they've got a lot of loose ends to wrap up. Plus, there's that one thing that I know is gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see. Again, we're close. But yeah, I hope this stream. I know this was kind of weird. It was mostly just me watching the episode. Maybe I'd say a thing here or there. If you want to watch along, yeah, maybe you did. Probably didn't. I know Cleaved, when we do it in a few hours, is going to be much more interesting. But for the moment, I'm actually really satisfied with this. Hasn't dipped off the end. Nothing feels... I feel like that was naturally progressed. Like, Eclipsa had the means to break him out, but it's still... Everything progressed naturally. I think the pacing, the characters, everything really is working so far. Yeah, no, I like this a lot. Yeah, again, we'll get around at some point. My hope was later today. We'll see. It might not be for a few more days. I'll get around to doing the final 7 episodes. And then after that, I should start doing the reviews again. I have all the notes for episodes. My plan is to do episodes 6 and 7, or 5 and 6 in one video, and then do 7, do the second part of 8, and then we'll just continue on with what I did today. That was my plan anyways, because I have all the notes for episodes 5 and 6. Like, I've already got all the notes and all that. I just could not find time to sit down and record them, and then episode 8 happened, and you saw that, part 1 of that. Horrible video. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. We'll talk about that at a later time. I'll do that after we finish up with the show. I'll talk about that during, like, one of the interludes. Yeah, that's a future channel thing. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. They're gonna screw it up. Nah, they might. I have more faith in the ending of this than I did in the ending of Game of Thrones. Again, never watched Game of Thrones. And then we'll see where we go from there. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.